Welcome aboard. My name is Clint Johnson. I'm the president of the SS Lane Victory organization. We have a Victory ship and we're very proud of it. This ship was built right here in San Pedro, about 2 miles from where I stand. It served in World War II, it served in the Korean War, and it served in the Vietnam War. This ship is a merchant ship called cargo, hauls tanks, ammunition, food, everything the soldiers, the Marines, the Navy would need. It served in the South Pacific and of course in the Korean War and the Vietnam War, hauling all of the supplies that people need. Okay, we're standing in the bridge of the SS Lane Victory, and this is the engine room telegraph. This is a method the captain uses to give the orders to the engine room by moving this lever. A corresponding telegraph down in the engine room the needle will move to what speed he wants, forward, astern, and the engineer down there has to bring his lever to the same position. That means to the captain they've gotten the order. And from there, we go over here. Another means of communication is the speaking tubes. And you literally talk into the tube. You first put your finger here and blow. The other end of this tube has a little whistle, and that'll alert the person, as in the radio room, that you're trying to get in touch with him. Then you just talk back and forth, talk down the tube, and then listen. It's very old-fashioned. We also have a telephone, which was quite modern for the ships in World War II, and this is just a backup for the telephone. Over here we have the compass. This is a magnetic compass, and it has 2 steel balls here. And because it's magnetic and the whole ship is steel, they have a big problem of getting accuracy out of these compasses. These are moved in and out to compensate for the various steel parts of the ship to get as accurate as we can. Up above, we have a speaking tube to the flying bridge. The captain may be up on the flying bridge. The helmsman is down here at the wheel, so he is able to communicate to the helmsman through the speaking tube. Here's the gyro compass. By World War II, ships always had the backup, the magnetic compass, but they also had a gyro compass. They had no error. They were very appreciated by the navigational officers because they were true and correct. Again, they could fail, so you always had the fallback of the magnetic compass. The helmsman would stand here at the wheel, and he would be given orders by the captain or the mate to steer a certain compass course. Again, the compass in front, the gyro compass on the side, or they would give him orders to turn the rudder so many degrees right or left. And he always repeats after he's been given the order and goes ahead and turns the wheel and executes that order. I'm standing on the Lane Victory next to cargo hold number 3. We have part of this cargo hold open. Right here in front of me are the pontoons. They're big heavy steel plates that fit over the top of the opening here. Down inside is where we would load the cargo. And in the loading process, the Lane Victory was able to use its winches and its booms to pick up cargo from the dock, lift it up onto the ship, put it down in the cargo hold. They did not have container cargo equipment at those days. The ships carried all of the ability to take the cargo in and out of the cargo holds, tanks, ammunition, whatever. They could take it in and out. After you've loaded it, you have to close it up, go to sea, put the pontoons on, put the tarps on, because you're going to be subject to a lot of heavy seas and it would damage the cargo. We're standing right now adjacent to the jumbo boom. This has the ability to lift a locomotive from the dock onto the ship and down again. If we look up on this jumbo boom, you can see where all of these cables go up to the sheave at the top. That gives you tremendous lifting power. We have movies of where a whole train with a locomotive and everything, tracks were put aboard a Victory ship and taken over to the Philippines to restore their transportation system after the war was over.
My name is Izzy Ditch. I joined the Navy at 15, 1942, and one of my neighbors found out I was going in the Navy. My mom found out. She said, "Where did you hear about this?" And she went right down to the Navy and told him, how come you're taking your son at 15 years old? Well, according to his birth certificate, he had 18 years old. So I lied my age. I quit school, and my buddy didn't want to be a foot soldier, so he says, "Let's go join the Navy." Well, when my parents found out I was in the Navy, they kicked me out. Then I told my buddy, I said, "What am I going to do now?" He said, "Join the Merchant Marine." And that's what I did. And I sailed ever since then, 1942 to 47. And I sailed Liberty ships, Victory ships, and I sailed some Canadian ships as well. Went into the North Africa, went into the Arctic, and the Mediterranean. And we ran into a couple problems over in North Africa. It wasn't very pleasant, but I survived. I'm here today, so that's the main thing. But I joined the Lane Victory when she came in from the boneyard, and here I am, still standing on this same ship that I joined up when she first came in here.